All right, what's up, y'all? Oh, that's why we have nothing on the Bluetooth. We got our Bluetooth is not on. We're a non-Bluetooth owner. All right, what's going on, y'all? So I figured out how I'm gonna do this thing. I'm gonna have that far camera view from Facts Unplugged. That's the best I can do. I want to get you guys in on all these live streams. I don't want to continue to just put clips over on there. Reason being, you deserve it. Honestly, I had individuals give a $10 contribution via my Cash App at Nerd Solo, money sign Nerd Solo. That's my Cash App link. And he said, "Hey man, we kind of missed you." And I was like, "Well, I'm over here on Dad's Traded, and the reason why I put all my content and everything's made for Dad Traded is because, of course, the channel is monetized, so I'm always putting stuff on there. I'm always, am I on? Am I on? Am I on? I have nothing. Oh, wow. I freaked up. I have nothing. Nothing. Why don't I have anything on the mic? Oh, let me see. There's my mic on. Is my mic on? Oh, wait a minute. That's actually a good view. I don't like the echo. That's actually a good view. Well, Facts Unplugged don't Negro, please don't look too bad. That angle. That's a good camera angle. Don't look too bad. I thought it would look bad, worse than that. Doesn't look bad. So we're gonna do this. Testing. All right, I guess I am on. I didn't have anything coming through the board, so I was kind of worried about that. All right, what's going on, humans? I'm back, man. Cheer me on, homies. To all my homies and my whores. Nuggets at noon, but of course it's not noon. It's 12:40. I constantly try to make this thing at 12 p.m. every day. But I'm sure y'all don't mind. I try to cram a lot of stuff in my day. I really try to. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, so I cram a lot of stuff in my day. I really try to get my day done before. I try to get my day done before noon. When I jump on this thing here, I want my day to be done. But for those that know, when you see me, I am constantly, and I mean constantly, throwing up stuff on, throwing up content, of course, over here on Dash Traded, because like I just stated, it's monetized. And so I put a lot of emphasis on getting and keeping the channel and everything going so I can stay in contact with the algorithm. I don't want my channel to go down as an abandoned ship. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this today because I wanted to. Come on. Okay, so So I want to, I'm like I was saying, I'm constantly drawing on content. My brain is constantly, before I come on, I be having like 5 or 6 things that I want to talk about. And then one thing overrides, one thing actually wins the perspective. And nothing gets me, nothing really attacks me more than listening to somebody that misdiagnosed women of color. Nothing. I can be doing something and I will go completely left on what I was doing when I hear somebody misdiagnose women of color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this. I'm going to play this for y'all. And then after I play this, I'm going to go into a long 2-minute skit on how bad a motherfucker I am. All right? You heard it first. I'm going to play this for y'all. You can listen. One of the things that I love about that guy, he knows how to continue with his words after being interrupted by a black woman. On that video, I got it off of TikTok. I went up under the video. And I said, by the mere fact that she asked him, are you simmering or are you broiling, is respect to white people. Because she's going to answer all his questions by not saying white people. She's going to refer to white people as less melanin, and then she's going to refer to black men as black people, as melanin. And this is the main thing that I always tell people when you talk. What y'all going to learn and realize is that when you converse with women, they are not, you allow them to play dumb because that's what you allow them to do. You allow, you will sit there and go toe to toe with a woman of color in a conversation, and she'll be dog walking you to the land of stupidity. That's what you do. It's not happening with me. So I'm going to continue this, and then I'm going to come back. So I want y'all to listen as she don't refer to white people as white people, but she referred to white people as less melanin and black people as melanin, because she don't want that smoke. But she can ask him, are you mad? She can ask him at face value about his mindset, but he can't get her to say white people or black people. So I'm gonna start it from the beginning, and then I want y'all to listen. He had to say, no, say it. So like I was saying, she's not going to say white people, but she's going to say less melanated people. One of the best things I heard that man say after he came out, after he was interrupted, and this is what y'all got to learn with black women, especially, you have to say what he said. Back to what I was saying. When you say back to what I was saying, what you're telling that individual is your distraction did not get to me. Your distraction, your attempt at changing the narrative of my words, it didn't work. Now, of course, they're on a panel and they're talking, but this happens with you guys all the time. If I can give you an example, Big Chris Entertainment, he's in here. He says, what's going on, Big Waterhead Nugget? Let's talk with old school says, great content. I was in the house washing my feet. Then I seen that there was a notification you was on live. All right, man, you can get back to washing your feet when I'm done. But I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna give y'all an example of what it is I'm talking about here on the day. I was talking to an individual. No, let me go full scope of the story. It was Thanksgiving. I was dating this woman at the time. At this time, I had my old dog, Diamond, the boxer. So I had Diamond, spent the night at her house. She can't have dogs in her building. So I had to leave early. And I had to leave early, and I had to take Diamond home. It was a 45-minute ride, get Diamond squared away, and then come back. She got mad at me. I was supposed to stay at her house all day. So when I came back, I was in her house, and I had my phone on her table. And this woman named, and her name is Sexy D. That's her name. I have it on my phone as Sexy D. She sent out a blast text message, excuse me. Happy Thanksgiving. I said, likewise. I set the phone down. Likewise. She runs over to my phone, look at it. Oh, so is that how you talk to all your women? Now, this is what y'all do. Yes, you do. Shut up. What y'all do is y'all say, what are you talking about? All I did was text her. And you go on the defense. Black women only know how to talk to you when they got you on the defense. The only time a black woman is listening to you when you're trying to explain yourself to her. That's it. Let me say that again. The only time black women listen to you is when you're explaining yourself to her. I have never done this in my life. I can't name one time I ever explained myself to a black woman. Never happened. It's just, So I said, what are you talking about? Is that how she repeated herself. Is that how you talk to your women? I said, exactly, what are you talking about? You blah, 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 blah. I said, let me tell you something. Her name is Sexy D. I text back, likewise. I said, this ain't got nothing to do with it. I said, this ain't got nothing to do with a text message. This is the fact that you're mad. And what happened is when I had took Diamond home, her family came by and I missed them. I didn't get to see her family. Unbeknownst to me at the time, I was a brag piece for her family. Her family was supposed to come over to her house, see me and her playing house, doing all this house setup. See, I found me a man. Yup, because it was her mother, auntie, and her sister coming. I'm going to be honest with you. I wasn't dialed in on the sisterhood narrative like I am now. But now I realize that. So she was mad that I missed her auntie, her mother, and her sister. She was mad that I missed them. I then said to her, this has got nothing to do with that. This has got everything to do with the fact that I had to take my dog home. So this conversation is over with. So once again, this conversation has got nothing to do with the fact that I had to take about me, the text message. This has got everything to do with I had to take my dog home. So I tell you what, because you ain't gonna admit it, this conversation is over with. She kept talking. This conversation is over with. That's my warning shot. I'm not going there. I don't know how y'all talk to women. I don't know what y'all think y'all gonna get out of them. But remember, I was the first one saying, give them 3 minutes. 2 years ago, I took it down to 45 seconds. Only talk to them. You talk to them for over 45 seconds, get your head examined. That is still in place. I told that woman after I said, being that this is not about a text message, this is the mere fact that I had to take my dog home, this conversation is over with. She kept talking. I said, the next set of words to come out my mouth will hurt your feelings, and it will have nothing to do with this conversation. The 3 or 4 times that I had to use that, I'm 3 or 4 times in O. It never failed. You guys sit there and you cat back and forth with these creatures. I will never do that. I know I have better chances talking to a rock. All right? So when I listened to that guy, that was the most beautiful thing I got out of that. But in that video, he said that that is the white man inside of the black woman. I disagree with that. I am not going to allow no man to ever tell me the reason why a black woman treats a black man like is because it's the white man inside of her. I ain't never had a white man personally disrespect me before. It was all done by black women. So it's not the white man inside of a black woman. No. What it is, it's the hatred and lack of respect. That's what it all boils down to, that they have for themselves. Therefore, they have that same vigor for you. We know that a woman respects no arena other. Reckless is the only arena that they respect. They don't respect the arena of calm, cool, and collective. They don't respect that arena. They don't. Let me see if I have this in here. No, I don't have it. It was a woman that was turned off by peace. She couldn't stand the fact that there was peace in her relationship. Let me see if I have that. Yeah, I know I'm excellent. I think it was on my Facebook, but let me see. God dang it. Okay, hold on. Oh, here we go right here. Now here's a video of a black woman saying that the peace in her relationship was, oh, I couldn't have it. This is why this is why what I would like to tell all of you guys to do, every time you are trying to talk to a woman of color, play videos of other women of color to give them an understanding of what they represent or what they're trying to fight for. So I want y'all to listen to this. Let me be clear. She said, I hated my healthy relationship. I hated my healthy relationship. Let me run it back. You heard what she said. She said, I started it off as a comic relief. What you always got to understand is what Miss Shahrazad Ali said. She's concerning women of color. They are 14 years. Don't try to talk to them like an adult. This is why the women that asked me to marry them, they was asking me in a childish-like mindset. Chris, why we ain't married? I want to be married, Chris. Why we ain't married? They're asking me like a little kid. Because the only time they know how to be serious is when they're being mean. Listen. Now, I'm going to say something, and this is what it is. There was a time, and these are the new times that we are living in now concerning relationships. There was once upon a time when you dated a woman, or let me back it up. There was once upon a time where every woman had this mindset. Every woman had this mindset. Every woman had this mindset, but they kept it in their head because it was deemed demonic. This mindset was deemed demonic. There was once upon a time when women did not, they controlled their mouth because that was the strong suit of being a woman. We don't get that no more. What we get now is women trying their best to say the most trash. Who can spew out the most trash? That's what we get now with women. But to say that when a woman is acting and a woman is being trash ass, that's just the white man in her. I will never believe that. I will never believe that there is 1% of white man inside of a black woman. I'm not trying to hear that. I'm not trying to hear that. I'm not trying to hear that. I guess it was a great take. I guess it was a great perspective to throw out there to try to give yourself, take it to another perspective, a narrative of women, black women, still being under some type of slavery hypnosis. Not believing none of that. Today's hatred is from today. Today's hatred that we get from black women is from today. It ain't from yesterday. It ain't from slavery. It ain't this is the nonsense. This is the trash antics. This is the trash level antics that individuals are selling us. All right, you can believe it. I don't believe no narrative. I don't believe no narrative of today's black women still under the spell of the Willie Lynch letter. I don't believe none of that. I don't believe when a black woman treats you like trash, it's the white man in her. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. It is the 100% pure hatred that black women have that makes black women, black women, period. It is taught. It is now their curriculum. is some point in there, their attitude and their being demonic. That is their culture and their curriculum. Listen, I'm gonna say this. I'm a stand-up guy. I don't know one drug dealer today. I used to know them when I was kids. I'm 56 years old now. I don't know one drug dealer. I don't know one guy that robbed banks. I don't know a thug. I don't know one. I don't know them. All of my friends are of the same class. You don't get that with black women. With black women, you can get a chick that brag about how she got 3 degrees, but her friend got 5 kids by 5 different men. She's part of the sisterhood. They are all equal in mind. They're all equal amongst themselves. When you put a pack of black women together, they are equal. But when they're talking to a black man, now they get to throw their accomplishments get thrown at them. So I want to be clear about something. Jim Jefferson of Jefferson's Cafe, that's my mentor. Go ask him how many cars he got. When people say, dog, you got 7 cars? What you gonna do with 7 cars? Try to catch up with my friends that got about 15 and 20, and my friend that got about 50. Trying to catch up with them, my friends, all right? So you ever happen to be in Orange, New Jersey on North Day Street? Go to Jefferson's Cafe and say to him, it's this ugly guy on YouTube that got 7 cars. Said don't tell him who I am. If you ever in Orange, New Jersey at Jefferson's Cafe, just go to Jefferson on North Day Street. North Day Street is only 2 blocks long, so you can't miss it. Just go on North Day Street in Orange, New Jersey, and say, there's a black guy on YouTube he said he know you. He said he got 7 cars. He said he got more than you. Jim Jefferson of Jefferson's Cafe is going to say, really? 7? I had 7 cars when I tell him, whoever that is, tell him to get about 45 more cars. He'll catch up with me. That's what he'll say. My other friend, Al of AJ and Computers on Bloomfield, New Jersey. Go tell Al, go there and say, hey man, there's a black dude on YouTube said he know you. He got 7 cars. Said he got more than you. See what Al of AJ and Computers say. When you say there's a big head dude on YouTube to say he know you, say he got 7 cars, he got more than you. See what Al will say. Al will say he got 7 cars. He say he got more than me. Yeah, tell him to get about 15 more, and he'll be somewhere in my neighborhood. That's what he'll say. Because those are my friends. That's my class. Those are my friends. When you talk to a black woman, it is amazing how they're all equal. One could be a vice president of a Fortune 500 company, but she got a Shaquita that live in public housing with 5 kids by 5 different dudes as a friend. You can go up to a table and be 20 black women sitting at that table. They will all not have the same curriculum and accomplishments in life. You ain't finding that with a dude. If there's a couples retreat with black people, there's a guy that knows a girl and she ain't gonna know the thug and bring him into the circle. He ain't gonna know the dude. The guys ain't gonna know that thug. It's the girl, the sister, whatever. When there's a family barbecue and it's an upscale family, if there are no thug guys in the family, the thugs that come to the barbecue, it's gonna be because of the daughters and the nieces date these motherfuckers and bring them to the barbecue. Men, we stay in our class. We stay in our class. Tell me when I'm wrong. We stay in our class. Women don't do that. They don't do that. People, now I'm gonna do the 2 minutes of me bragging on myself, because what he said is you have to celebrate in silence, but you have to suffer out loud. That's what he said. You know what? Let me run that back so we can be clear. So I don't want to misdirect where I'm going right about now. Mm. They want you to suffer in silence and fail out loud. Fucking bravo. One thing about me, I will tell you guys, I'm going to say this and I'm going to end this, and I appreciate you guys for being here today. I'll be here to send it back at the night at 7. Appreciate the individual that gave a contribution via my Cash App or over on up there on Negro Please. But I'm gonna say this about me. I've always been a bad motherfucker. As I sit here today, you guys got a nice up there. I'm talking to the guys up there looking at me on Negro Please. You see my physique. You can tell. I wear hoodies every day. Even when it's hot outside, I got on a hoodie. People be looking at me like, dog, why the fuck? I never show off my build. Ever. I don't ever show off. People say to me, bro, you can't hide your build, bro. You work out? I get asked 5, 10 times a week. Yo, you work out? Yeah, I work out. But because I'm humble, I always stay wrapped up. Like I told y'all before, 5 years ago now, I was 50 when this happened. I left my wallet in the car. I had to run and get my wallet. Came back in. Lady says to me, I remember when I used to come around like that when I was young. I said, I'm 50 years old. People was like, what? You 50? The cashier said, and I quote, you don't even move like you 50. Then the girl behind me said, you don't even talk like a 50-year-old. I take care of myself, but I'm humble. I'm humble. But I had women tell me all my life, not all my life, from my early 20s to about my mid-30s. I ain't gonna lie. I was told that I didn't have no swagger. I was told that I didn't have no swag. I was told, I was none of these things. I was, and I always had the baddest car. It's just that I'm not a show off. Despite what y'all may think, individuals look at my videos and see me rocking a different pair of Cazal glasses. I don't ever show off. I love being in my Nissan Leaf. I don't drive it as much. What's today, the 22nd of May? 22nd of May? 21st? I probably drove that car 3 times this year. But I love the car. I'm not getting rid of it. It just sits in front of the house. It's the in front of the house ornament car. The in front of the house ornament car. I just cracked myself up. My Cazal 952s, I brought them things in 2017. I probably wore them 5 or 6 times. But my other ones I wear, my clothes, I got a pair. I was showing my man. I got a pair of Rockport shoes. I wore my Rockport. I never had a pair of Timbs. My Rockports. I was wearing a pair of Rockports that I had brought in 1999. I have so much nice stuff. I don't show off. But I've always had a woman try to tell me what I wasn't. These same women understand now. Oh, Chris was the one all this time. Yep. And I'm not interested. What's the chase for me now is turning chicks down. The chase for me now is feeling good that they think that they feel good that they know me. Oh, I know you. No, you don't. No, you don't. But I'm bad. You see, what I would tell you guys today is what I will always tell y'all. Challenge life. Don't challenge them more. You heard that? Yeah. Challenge life. Don't ever challenge them more. This is why at 56 years old, they didn't see this. They didn't see it coming. I told y'all. I have individuals saying to me, why you got 7 cars? Go ask my friends why they got 7 cars. They'll laugh at you. And they'll say, 7? You about 40 cars short. One of my friends gonna say, you're about 40 cars short. My other friend gonna say, you're about 10, 12 cars, you're about a dozen cars short. Those are my friends. All of my friends, we challenge life. We don't challenge each other. You're gonna walk around in life and you're gonna meet people that wanna challenge you. You're gonna meet women, especially you men. You're gonna meet women that tell you, you ain't nothing unless you're paying my bills. You ain't this unless you're doing that. Take care of my kid and then you're deemed a man. Life ain't saying none of this stuff. Life ain't saying that. Life saying, I got disease waiting for you. I got bad health waiting for you. I got debt right here, hard times over there. My man, stress is right there. Me and stress been down since the beginning of me, because this life is talking now, time. No. Individuals will leave their house and try and persuade. Let me tell you something. These are my VA glasses. High school year ring when I got my CNA license, and I just brought this for Christmas last year. But I tell y'all, all of my jewelry represents something. But I can wear a pair of VA glasses for $15. I got these at the VA hospital. And wear a hoodie and go outside and look good. I don't need my fancy clothes or one of my BMWs to look good. But these people run around here and they put all this stuff on their life to project this image. Got nothing to do with their life. I will tell y'all today, like I will always tell y'all, I got a $754 mortgage. I got a nice house. I live on a nice, quiet street. I am doing well in life. There's nothing a chick can tell me. You can polish my balls with your lips. That's it. You can have the baddest. I don't want to hear you about you a boss bitch. I don't want to hear about you being independent. I don't want to hear nothing about you getting the bag. Not trying to hear none of that. You're a female, like a Christmas tree. You can decorate yourself with all of these trinkets all you want. You're still a woman. If I run over a cat, bust a U-turn, oh, sweat, look, the eyes popped out, you're going to start crying because you're a female. Even with all your decorations. Know that. And you don't know how to deal with these creatures. Know that, and you don't know how to deal with these creatures. Stop allowing individuals to have you jeopardizing, stop allowing individuals, females, to tell you how you should be in life, which ultimately have you jeopardizing your entire life Jeopardizing your entire life because you're trying to keep up with something that's not even in your lane. Not in your lane. These creatures run off hate. What's going on, RPM? He says, what's good, my brother? What's going on? John D says, facts. Stop. This is why what we see going on in life now, individuals ain't going to be ready for what's to come. They're not. You think chicks out there selling it now? Is that what you think? Oh, man. They're going to be issuing out gold ass cards real soon. The hype that they've been living on, it's over. It's over. What's going on, Stretch? He said, what's going on, man? You back in the studio? Yeah, I created one. My man. So just know that. Just know that. Stop allowing people, women, to classify you. Because like my man said, he said it and it was so true. You got to celebrate in silence, but they want you to fail out loud. That is so true. But what happens even when you're celebrating, you're not saying nothing? They can't get a fix on you. You damn right. Joe said they're about to be in the clearance section. And you being nice. I'm thinking more like yard sale, bro. I hear you, bro, but I'm thinking more like yard sale. I'm talking about you driving past a house seeing a bunch of junk. See a bunch of old tires with these chicks standing next to them. Yeah, Goodwill. I just see it's only a matter of time. Like I said, when I'm gonna tell y'all what my life is based on now. What I'm doing in my life now is I'm paying off. I did my credit cards. It felt good. 10 credit cards paid off. That felt good. Now I'm going for the car notes. Like when you pay off your bills, you get a certain addiction to the ease that you now have in life. You know, you remember when the 13th come around, you be like, I paid that off. You get so like when you got bills due on certain days, man, your brain hits those. You look at the calendar, the 21st. Oh, damn, I had a bill due yesterday. That disappears. So I want to get these cars out of here. My thing now in my life is, why I think I will have the most power is absolutely no debt. Then work on the mortgage. But that's what life is. That's life. But running around here, allowing individuals to tell you, you ain't a man because you ain't paying my bills. You ain't a man because you ain't taking care of my kids. You ain't a man because I don't see how individuals have conversations with these creatures. It's not happening. It's not happening. I don't even know how you talk to a female in today's female. I mean, unless you're saying stuff like both balls, bitch. Both balls, shut up, both balls. Balls deep in your anal. I'm going anal balls deep. Shut up. That's all they worth, man. What are you gonna do? Oh man, other than saying that, what are y'all talking about? You know, they want to be whores or whores. They want to be whores. I was watching this clip of Nelly on Drink Champs talking about Sexy Red, and he said everybody was talking about, the rap game was talking about hoeing till a real one showed up. Why is everybody trying to designate things happening with a ghetto term, a real one? So do people not know if you see it, it exists, it's real? Real is not determined on how you classify it. You know, so this is not a container. This is not it's a mesh ball in there, and I use it to shake up my I got greens in here, amino acids, and beetroot juice. So and it's just an item until I deem it a real one. It's unreal. What the fuck? So to me, it is amazing, and will always be amazing. And I will leave y'all with, I see you guys tonight at 8. 1. And 2, do not, under any circumstances, engage, invest, or entertain anything that is not helping you in life. I need to say that again. Did you hear what I said? Because you was here when I said it. Do not, under circumstances 0, I'm going to add a little to it. Engage. I'm going to add the word. I'm going to engage. I'm going to add that word. Because I first said, do not invest, entertain, or put any time in anything. Now I'm going to add engage. Do not engage in anything that's not going to help you in life. Let me add a little bit to this, because I said that I'm going to say this and then I'm out of here. Let me add this to what I'm saying for all you young ones. And I want to add this to it to justify what it is I'm talking about here today. What I just told you about is what I did. So that makes me qualified to tell you. I never invested in the shit. Is that what they? I never invested in it. For that, it allowed me to say my insurance went up. Now my monthly car insurance is about $1,200. To that, that's what I do to my auto insurance. Ain't that what they do? But I seen the word, I'm going to use the word engage. I seen guys all of my life engaging in the just engaging. Just, oh, sweat, look at that girl. She got a big booty.
3 hours later.
Take this dick. Oh, bust that nut.
9 months later.
I thought I gave you. Now they sounding like a bitch. Give me a second. Now they sound like a tier 1 bitch. But I gave you the money to get an abortion. I ain't ready for no kids right now. Just sounding like a bitch.
"20 years later.
Time for retirement. They can't retire. Their funds all fucked back. Because what I just said, they did it again and then again. And now their lifestyle is somehow intertwined with child support cases. Because you can be riding high, that child support case will bring you low. Yeah. That child support case will bring you low. You know, you talking about getting teed up? No, every hit from child support is a technical. They're getting technical. But all that could have been avoided had you just did as I said. Never engaged. I never just the chick. If she wasn't my woman, if I was in love with that chick, it wasn't happening. And that's how it's going to be today. If If I don't ever engage with a woman again for the rest of my life, I don't care. I'm not selling myself short. I'm not selling this great life that I have to a woman that's hot in the coochie. That shit never works on a man. I keep thinking it do. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Yowza, yowza, yowza.